And we turn our attention with all of that as a backdrop and take a closer look at election night with the man who has seen as many elections in Northeast Ohio as anybody that I know, and he's the sage around here when it comes to politics. Tom Beres.
We use that term loosely.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Tom.
Tom.
Good to have you here, pal. I see you voted there, and I'm wondering, on a night like tonight, what is your 30,000 feet look at what we should all be watching over the next couple hours? What is in the Tom Beres noggin right now?
All right, well, a lot of people wondering about the President Trump effect.
Yes.
Is this a mandate on President Trump? You know, the Tip O'Neill saying all politics are local.
Yes.
Well, where the president's involved, obviously, you know, all politics are national. So obviously the president here yesterday hoping to have a dramatic impact on the Republican side of the ticket and bring out his loyal followers. But of course, President Trump, a polarizing figure, cuts both ways. His appearance here quite likely inspired just a lot of people on the other side of the ticket to make sure they got out to vote against everything that he stands for. One thing, there hasn't been much of a Trump effect here. Jim Renacci, about the only Republican candidate who was actually just glommed on to President Trump and tried to ride him piggyback. Not so much in the races for Congress.
And of course, we had Josh Mandel, who was originally in that spot that Jim Renacci is now in. Tonight, as we look at the entire landscape, Lena mentioned issue 1. Let's talk a little bit about this. It's the only statewide ballot issue that Ohioans from the state's top of the state to the bottom of the state are all looking at. What is your sense on issue 1 here tonight? I
think that's going to be very, very close. And my belief is that whichever party takes the governor's office, the issue 1 outcome will be favorable to the winner there. So,
and in that case, the Democrats win the governor's. Issue 1 also
passes. DeWine wins. It's defeated. I've talked to some people on the Democratic side of the ledger who actually believe that issue 1 is going to be a benefit for drawing more people to the polls to vote Democratic, because in some parts of the state where the opioid epidemic is just absolutely devastating, that's actually bringing people to the polls, maybe more so than the Democratic ticket.
You talk about the governor's mansion, how that goes will steer issue 1. Let's talk about the person who's going to be vacating the governor's mansion, John Kasich. How does he factor into tonight, and what do we see for him down the road, Tom?
Well, he'll be the invisible man tonight. I'd be highly surprised if he shows up at the Republican watch party events tonight. He's had a very low profile, next to no profile presence in the campaigns. He's made, I believe, 1 appearance with Mike DeWine, who's been trying to stay at arm's length from both Kasich and Trump. He says, I'm the only thing that President Trump and Governor DeWine agree on is me. But it's very unusual. He'll be spending his next few days, I'm sure, on a lot of cable news networks, furthering and laying more groundwork for his own possible 2020 campaign.
We'll be seeing Governor Kasich in the next couple of days. We'll be seeing Tom Beres in the next couple hours as Channel 3's coverage, both on air and online, continues. Always great to have you.
Glad to be here.
Thank you, Tom.